Good afternoon, sports fans. I'm back on the air after getting another new Mobius camera. For this flight I'm taking the Tek Sumo out to have a bit of a look around for my Raptor, which I lost a couple of weeks ago when the GPS went out. I lost the video when I was about 3.5 kilometres away, and I'd originally intended to go closer to the point where I lost it and fly from the side of the road, but I thought I'd give it a go from home and see how far I can get if I stay clear of the back of the mountain this time. So the plan is to fly out towards where I lost the Raptor, just over the back of the mountain, with the Mobius pointing down at the ground, and fly back along the path where the wind is likely to have taken the poor old Raptor. I don't expect to be able to see anything from the onboard camera, but I'm hoping that the Mobius will catch enough detail for me to spot something when I'm reviewing the video. So the launch goes fairly well, straightforward, and I take it up to about 300 metres, which I think I'll need to get over the foothills of the mountain. So just heading off in the general direction, and just passing over the farmer's driveway, still fairly low. The quality of the camera footage is pretty good, so I was a little bit hopeful when I started looking at it. So the mountain's under cloud, which isn't going to make life any easier. It's hunting for a little plane in the dark, but who knows. So we're just coming up to 1 kilometre, which is about the distance of the Namadgi National Park Visitor Centre, which we're just flying over now. The video is pretty clear, but pretty well any one of those little spots down there could be my lost plane, so it's going to be a challenge finding anything in the Mobius footage, I think. So as you can see, it's still under cloud, the mountain, but everything's going well. The plane's flying nice and level and straight. The wind's not too bad. It's a little bit behind me, just passing the 2 kilometre mark here. I'm starting to pick up a little bit of interference, which seems to coincide with the circuits that Gary's flying with his glow plug plane. Why I'd be getting interference from that, I don't know, but it certainly seems to be the cause of it. So here we are, past 2.5 kilometres, and well and truly over the side of the mountain now. You can see the main road running along the left hand side of the screen, that's south, and pretty well any one of those rocks down there could be a plane, who knows. It's certainly beginning to look like a bit of an exercise in futility as I review this footage from the Mobius, but you never know your luck. So this is about where the Raptor lost video. It was a little bit further west and it dropped into the shadow of the mountain, and hopefully I'm far enough to the left or to the east of it so that it's not going to happen to me, but only time will tell. So coming up to 5 kilometres here, that's my record so far, and the video looks pretty clear still, just that occasional flicker from Gary's aeroplane, and I'm thinking I might go for the 6 kilometre mark. And I notice in the distance the neighbouring model aircraft club, the NAS Model Aircraft Club, they're the buildings from there, so I think that'd be great to be able to fly over that. And so I just maintain a course down the valley, and as I'm getting up to it, the video starts to get a bit snowy, but I decide I'll hold my nerve. I definitely want to see it click over into the 6 kilometre mark. So, and there she goes. So I'm 6 kilometres away, and wondering. I'm messing around with the antenna to see if I can get better video, but in the end it just goes completely out of whack, and I return the home switch. Cross my fingers and hope the video is going to come back. So this is the footage of the turn from the radius camera. And a nice gentle turn. Drops again, have a little bit of a stall, it recovers, and starts heading on back. And here comes the video back again, so I'm a pretty happy boy at this stage. I've still got altitude and just under 6 kilometres from home. The battery voltage is still up above 10.5. I'm heading into the wind on the way back, so I need to give a little bit more throttle, but I'm really not that much concerned at this point. It's looking pretty good. So here we are a kilometre further on, and the voltage has dropped below 10.5 volts, so I can now assume my normal state of worrying about whether I'm going to make it back home or not. To make it even more complicated, the glare from the clouds is making it hard to distinguish the rivers from the roads. We've had a lot of rain over the last couple of weeks, and the Gudgeonby, the little river on the left, looks just about as big as the mighty Murrumbidgee, which is quite a bit further east. So as you can see, there's a lot of water coming down the Gudgeonby. It hasn't flown that much in years. It's quite brown, so there's obviously been a fair bit of soil being washed into it. But it'll be all the better for a good flushing. So the battery voltage has continued to fall, as it tends to do, and I'm now below the 10 volts, and so I take it out to return to home and pull the throttle back and decide to see if I can conserve a bit of voltage by gliding. I'm heading towards those 3 dams you can see in the middle of the screen. I'm not quite sure which one's mine, and hopefully it'll sort itself out before I get there. Hopefully I'll be able to spot the road that I need. So here we are, only half a kilometre out, and I'm still not sure. I keep looking at the river on the right thinking it's the road, but eventually I recognise our dam by the shape of it. It's quite square, and swing over to bring her in. Again, I've put a little bit of power on now, but looking at the battery voltage, I don't think I'm going to be up in the air for more than a couple of minutes, so I decide to just bring it straight in. So the descent's fairly sharp and rapid. I haven't got time to go out to the strip and bring it in for a landing, so I'm just landing it off the screen, and I've cut the throttle at this point, so it gets a little bit slow and comes in short and a bit harder than I would have liked, but no damage done. It's just digs up a bit of sheet top, which requires a bit of blowing out of the camera back. But all in all, pretty happy to have gone out on an FPV mission and still managed to bring the plane back. So reviewing the video didn't give me any idea where the Raptor was. As I said, I didn't really think it was going to be a successful mission in that regard, but I'm pretty pleased to have got out to 6 kilometres as a personal best. I am curious as to why Garay's nitro-powered plane was actually generating interference when the plane was a fair distance out and the signal was weak. But we tested it when I got back, and it's definitely his plane. As the engine revs, you can see interference on the video screen. So given that there's no real electrics on board, I'm quite curious as to what's going on there. So anybody who knows, please make a comment and give me some idea what's going on there. Thanks for watching.